ring spins, A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it on.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. At the 24-yard line.
Here goes Hunt. 55. Check. 55. Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I
come. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. To the left side here for Eifert. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And to the left side here, Wilson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. 57 to Mike. 58. We own this. 58.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Darnold from the gun. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And some room to run now. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the fly, watch the fly, watch the fly. Watch the fly, watch the fly. Mike by 5.
Bell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Jets take over
Let's go,
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Rosen throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Wilson now in his second season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
180. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 57 to Mike.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Stills, complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the